fifth time this season, Ignacio Giunti has taken pole for Techno. He's still yet to win a race with the best result of third and sits fourth in the championship. The man third in points is the one who joins him on the front row. Chico Serra, no podium in the last four races, but with 118 points, he's 14 points off the championship lead. Third on the grid, the man second in the championship, Jean-Pierre Jussot, 5 points ahead of Serra and 9 points off the championship lead. Techno's front row lockout stranglehold has been broken by the Brazilian. Good performance to get the car on the second row from Johnny Cecotto. Verifade having a better qualifying than usual and Cecotto leading that charge. Scuderia Scribante have taken the third row, though they tend to go backwards in races. Desiree Wilson ahead of Dave Charlton. On the fourth row, it is Roberto Guerrero, the man sixth in the championship. Slipped to ninth with a recent run of poor form. Neither scored in the last race. We come to ninth then before we reach the championship leader, Stefan Beloff, 9 points ahead of Jussot and second last time out. He's looking to really put a stranglehold on this with 3 rounds to go. And he's joined in the top 10 by Martin Ravenstuck. 1-3 last time out for Mara Motorsport. Edgell took his first win. He goes from 11th today and is joined by Mark Sierra. They're ahead of Nigel Mansell in the second march. 14th, another winner this season, Jeff Lees, ahead again of Satoru Nakajima, his more experienced teammate. The grid is rounded out by the Aston Martin of Johnny Adden.
Yep. So less than a minute to go until what will be the start of the 3-race climax to this season's championship, which will obviously only be 13 rounds in the end because of 2 scheduled rounds that did not complete. Although we didn't even go to Azerbaijan, or what was the other one that got cancelled?
Paul
Ricard, yeah.
Ricard.
Yeah, those 2 that were, yeah, terrible things. But anyway, Giunti from another pole position then, which is not been too helpful for him though, because of course he hasn't won a race yet. I had a couple podiums, only 2, but he'll hope today he can break the duck and take his first win in the championship. But the light's nearly ahead of us now for the Sepang round to begin, and we're underway in Malaysia. So Giunti remains from pole position, Serra slots in second, Jussot still third, Cecotto passing him though for third as Charlton passes his teammate of Desiree Wilson as well. Ravenstuck up into 9th, Guerrero down to 8th, so Giacomelli up the position as Ravenstuck gets Guerrero as well, so Guerrero down to 9th now. Beloff down to 11th, Shura past him, but otherwise a pretty normal top 10 currently.
Yeah, poor start for both Elg and Beloff. Jeff Lees has come up a little bit, and Johnny Cecotto into the top 3. A good start from him. His best finish this season is third. Guerrero's had a couple of second places, but I wonder if he can go one better today or even take that first win. Jussot makes a move. Violent move across the track there from Dave Charlton, but yeah, we've seen Jeff Lees go well in the early parts of races generally, although Beloff seems to have got a bit of a gap now. But as it stands, championship would be led by Chico Serra. No, Chico Serra would be tied, I think. No, Chico Serra would be the championship leader. I correct myself as it stands. And certainly now, because he's taken the lead.
Indeed. So into the lead.
Just so back into the
second lap. Yep, boosted I think. But so did Serra. Giunti's the one who hasn't, but is trying to get back into first place. I think Beloff probably did boost as well to get to 10th. Now Guerrero's out of the points currently. Mansell down 16th, which is a bit of a shame. Adam with a great start to his race, up into 12th.
March made a joke about that they don't like Mansell, so they don't treat him very well. I'm starting to wonder if that's true. But
wouldn't blame them. But anyway, Serra only marginally in the lead at the moment. They've been fighting all
I think
around the
Giunti's going to
circuit.
get
this
him on
lap.
the inside.
Yeah, which would be unfortunate for him in some ways, but I don't think he'll mind too much because he'll still probably be at least third or fourth. But anyway, he goes into the lead, but didn't before DRS kicked in. Well, before the detection point kicked in at least, which I'm pretty sure it doesn't really exist. It's literally just when it's activated. But anyway, it is a bit glitched. Anyway, just so into second. So now it's a Techno 1-2, which we're always familiar with this season. Really, they've been the best team, I would say, although...
They're yet to have a 1-2 finish.
Yeah, indeed.
But
we've
got a break. We've got a break in the pack because Sura didn't get DRS off the back of Giacomelli. He's now slipped 13th.
Yeah.
Guerrero up into 8th, where he started 7th, so almost back where he started. Yes, Techno's only the best car over a single lap. Whether that's translated to race pace,
no,
less sure. But Chicotto now back into 3rd. Serra, the former leader, down to 4.
Yep. And Shura now down in 12th, and now Adams back to 16th. So that's just how the boosting's worked out. Shura fighting with Jeff Lees, the British driver, and also up behind Ravenstuck, who's slowing up a bit now and is down 2 positions immediately. So he's struggling.
Otto goes on the boost to try and get the lead, but he's not going to get it.
Nope.
He's going to hold on.
Yep.
Looked like if Chicotto hadn't done that, he would have actually pulled a gap to Giuseppe of over a second.
Did. 2 Lucky Strikes still up here, not falling down or anything.
And Guerrero's caught up, and it's going to be, I think, Jeff Lees, no? So I thought someone was going to not have DRS. It's Sura again. So Sura, another lap without DRS, and the Aston Martins have fallen to the back of the field.
Yeah. Ravenstuck had a nightmare of a lap there.
Yes, I suspect they've got some tyre temperature issues. It's 26 degrees here today, which is rather warm.
Time would suggest so, because he just did a lap time that was about 4 seconds or more slower than basically everyone else.
And in Singapore yesterday in the AIC, it was certainly very difficult with the tyre temperatures, but that's what we like to see. Bring out the best in the drivers and teams.
Yep, it does. Belloff in danger.
Guerrero now passes Giacomelli.
Yeah. Belloff in danger of falling out with DRS if he's not careful, although this group here, both Giacomelli and Guerrero, are already out of DRS, so whoever's at the front is in a bit of bother unless Belloff doesn't get into DRS, but he might do, because I think Giacomelli's slowing up now a bit. Maybe he's having troubles with as the race progresses, he might have more troubles with the tyres, I don't know.
Yeah, well, Sura's bizarrely fallen back. Another man who I think is down to
a bit
DRS
slow this lap.
is Mansell.
Last 2 sectors at least, he's been a bit slow.
Yeah, Mansell's fantastically slow, so I wonder what the story there is.
Yeah. He's only faster than, the Astons, isn't he? Well, on this next lap at least. Previous lap he was faster than quite a few people at least, but anyway. Yeah,
Do you have a breakaway group, though?
Yep. We do. The top 6. And the Lucky Strikes are in it. They are properly in it. They're at the front of the group.
The first time, really, this season, actually. It's Belloff now
passes
Giacomelli.
Both, I would say, because Charlton did have quite a few... Abu Dhabi, I think, was competitive early on, but it didn't translate into what he wanted, I suppose. But anyway. Just so...
What have they done?
Leading.
What have they done to Mansell's car?
God knows. Put a... lead in it. I don't know. Anyway. This is terrible news for everyone that's 7th down at the moment, because they're nowhere near the front.
Yeah, because someone might pit and get an undercut, but we'll see. Just so starting to put a gap at the front. It's at 3/4 same. Someone's on the boost now. I think that's Charlton.
It's Guerrero as well. Guerrero's trying to get into the top. Yeah, but he's just... There's no point.
And Belloff, they're going together.
I know, but Belloff will get a better benefit out of it because he waited. Guerrero didn't, and that's sort of screwed over Guerrero because everyone else was also boosting in front of him. Unless he, he does lose DRS, and now he's in trouble. But Giacomelli will follow Belloff, I suspect.
Yeah,
although it'll be
Sura passed both Supernovas. The Supernovas are very far down now.
Yeah,
Giunti's down to 6th, but the group sort of come back together now.
Yeah,
with Elg, who had a terrible start, up to 8th.
Yeah. Yeah, Guerrero sort of mistimed that, really. That was poor. But he's now passing Giacomelli. He really just was slow into turn 1 for no reason. Just lost a position. That was an easy move for Guerrero. So maybe Giacomelli and Mansell are both going to struggle as the race goes on. Mansell obviously much more. I don't really know what's going on there. That's just horrendous. Maybe they've only set the correct push level for one car. I don't know. Or the fuel's incorrect, of course, maybe. But now Giacomelli falling down the order. He's out at points now in 11th. And... oh no, I thought Lee's did pass. No, sorry. No, yeah, sure, it did pass him, so now he's 12th. So now Lee's the one who's on the back of him. But he'll still be in DRS, I suppose. Anyway, front of the group. Just so leads from Serra. It's nearly half a second. Wilson now 3rd. Chicotto, Charlton, Junti, Beloff, Elk. A bit further behind Beloff, but will probably just about stay in DRS, although he's a bit under threat there. Guerrero nearly a second ahead of Nakajima, who's now in the top 10, which is amazing. As Lees passes Giacomelli. Giacomelli gets the DRS, so now Lees is the one who might be in trouble the next lap. He might be left for dead now, unless he gets... well, based on what we've seen so far, he should be quick enough to pass Giacomelli anyway.
Yeah, I think March have got something seriously wrong with both cars now. It seems to only be affecting Mansell, but now if Giacomelli's 3 seconds lap slower than everyone else, it's going to hold up Jeff Lees and pretty take him out of contention with points. Junti's down to 7th now, the pole sitter. Desiree Wilson looking like she might be in contention for a winning.
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm in tomorrow, by the way. So I don't know if you want to who wants to pick me up or whatever it's easiest. Yeah.
And
Sarah, yeah,
still leading.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So I apologise for the phone call, which you'll hear.
Alright.
But anyway, Sarah still leads from Giussot and Charlton, Chicotto side by side, slightly further back. I think that's Giunti trying to recover positions, and he does on Stefan Beloff.
Yeah, that's all right.
Wilson to the lead then, so Wilson does get into the lead at exactly the wrong time.
I'll send that across. Right.
So Wilson loses the lead, having taken it at the wrong time, and Charlton as well, without DRS. So bad news for both Scribantes. They're both losing a lot of places. Serra and Giussot are now away at the front, and Giussot passes Serra on the outside there. So Giussot from 3rd to 1st as we start lap 8. And I think this is the first lap that we're going to expect to see people coming in for their stops.
Yep. So the order remains pretty normal here, but Serra and Giussot have cleared off a bit from Wilson. And then Chicotto, Junti, Beloff follow. So Beloff is sort of getting into a stride now, mostly because of this ideal boost usage at one point to get into this, because he's the one who's leading the championship and has to defend his lead. Just so the nearest one to him behind, and then Serra, I think. But he's got a healthy lead, I suppose. It's about, what, 10 points, isn't it? Or 9, I can't remember. But
Beloff, leads by 9 points over Giussot, with a further 5 to Serra. It's really become an 11-car fight for the points, because unless Jeff Lees pits this lap and gets an undercut, which of course
what lost
very
him,
powerful.
What lost him, it probably was the fact that it was ahead of Giacomelli, but then Giacomelli was slow the whole of the lap, and he didn't. Well, I don't know if he passed him. I wasn't watching at that point.
Wilson's very slow. Wilson's not got DRS, so the Scribantes are struggling. But last weekend here in the AIC, the undercut was extremely powerful. Serra pits from the lead.
And Elk, along with Guerrero. Elk. Yeah, and Guerrero. Lees as well. So he is doing the undercut, but whether it will be enough is the question. Of course.
Just puts Giunti pole sitter.
I mean, he's going to be trying. He's going to be trying to get his teammate, I suppose, up behind him. And Nakajima's now boosting, as is Charlton, I think.
Yep. And Sierra's going to get left behind unless he gets on the boost as Wilson.
Yeah, but she's going to
tries to get back past Giunti.
Yeah, she's going to get stuck up behind both Beloff and Junti, and that was just pointless, really. Passed by her teammate as well. So, one of the Scribantes is going out on their own then, aren't they? They're going longer than anyone else.
We've got both Technos out as well.
Yeah, those two, sorry, yep. It's just, It's just
Which Techno can afford to do, because Techno do have the track position.
It's the Ferrofades, Supernovas, which I'm surprised about, and the Maras that and the Project 4s that are doing an earlier stop with one of their cars.
A good call from Supernova for Jeff Lees, because he was off the back of
Well, I don't think they probably planned it, but obviously it's fortunate in that sense, yeah.
As Chicotto goes to the lead, and he will come into
the
pits then, I suspect.
Funny. But anyway, a lot of people in then. So
Wilson's going to be in trouble here, but I think Jussot will be fine, and that will probably put Jussot in a great position to get the lead later on.
Yeah. Although the undercut...
But the group has split up. Sarah got DRS off Giacomelli, who comes
Well, let's see
now.
where Sarah is, first of all, and then also Elg. Where do they come out relative to these guys that are now just coming out? Who's at the front of it? Sorry, it's he's okay. So Chicotto's at the front of it, and he's a couple positions behind, a couple seconds behind, but not far behind Sarah.
Elg has worked his way up to the front.
Although
of this group
Chicotto's going to have to do a lot to try and get, as Beloff is trying to boost, but that's just pointless because he's got 2 cars in front of him. He should have waited.
And March and Aston Martin, though they aren't really factors anymore, have taken the same view of Scribante and Techno and making their stop this lap.
Yeah.
Their first stop on one of their cars. And Mansell's still out there. Johnny Adam, whose last lap time was a 2 minute and 3 second, which is without a pit stop, and that's the same
like
lap
Formula
time
Junior
were pitting. He's genuinely 12 seconds lap off the pace. He's lapping at the same rate as people who have completed a pit stop on that lap.
Yeah.
They're pretty terrible for
Indeed.
Aston Martin lapping in 2 minutes. I mean, it can't be fuel because they went forward at the start, so it must be tyre temperature problems. As Jussot pits from the lead, followed by Wilson. Serra is about to lose the net lead to Johnny Chicotto. Guerrero is
Chicotto's
not on the back of this
okay
group.
position, I must say, because he's far ahead of everyone else who stopped later at the moment. I mean, they're all catching back up, but he did make the best of the boost, I suppose, because he didn't wait him. He was at the front of the group when they came out. Beloff was the one who was up behind both Ferrofades and stupidly got on the boost when he had 2 cars in front of him. Anyway, where is Jussot? Jussot is on the back of the group, but he's still going to have DRS, and he's going to be up behind his teammate.
And he's going to
boost. But it's pointless, because there's 2 cars in front of him. He's doing it in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, he was
Leeds is going to be with Wilson now. Leeds is going to be together with Desiree Wilson at the back.
That's actually gone quite well. That's really gone well for Jussot, actually, surprisingly. Because he somehow got around the outside of 2 cars.
But is he going to break away then from Bella? This should put Jussot in a pretty good position to bridge the gap between himself and the top 3.
I don't think he'll mind even if he doesn't have DRS now or he gets past. No. Because he should be quick enough. Him and Beloff should be quick enough to get up behind these
Beloff's life as the stint went on, he was spectacular. He got faster and faster relative to the other cars around him. So Beloff be a good person to have as a partner to try and close the gap.
Indeed.
To come to the end of the second sector, and he doesn't appear to have DRS off the back of Beloff's teammate Chico Serra in third.
Well, he never was, but they're going to get onto the back of Chicotto is the main thing. They'll get closer to him. So,
yeah,
Beloff will.
Beloff goes to the inside, and Charlton 2.
Yeah. Can now Beloff close in on Chicotto? That's the question.
I think Jeff Lees' inexperience is showing further back there. He had DRS on Wilson, but just did not make the move. He sat behind her and she blocked him.
I wonder if he boosted beforehand, though.
Down the whole straight.
Yeah, no, that's what usually means that you don't get past is when you use boost just before you get DRS.
It's good for Nakajima.
Because for some reason when the car does that, when the driver, does that, it just puts them in a mode where the guy in front defends, like, madly for some reason. Don't really get it, but there we are. Had enough antics like that today in real motorsport. But anyway, I'll get to the front of the race. Serra now second. Chicotto falling a bit behind these 2, who are still battling. And Beloff closed in, but not enough so far. And the problem is he's got just so much. Yeah, that's not good for him either. Although it might hold up Chicotto, but it might just mean they don't get near Chicotto. No, he's within.
They are just about.
So the group is back together, is the thing.
Well, unless Beloff has a very poor couple of corners.
Here goes Guerrero. Yeah.
He's
one of the earlier stoppers, though.
Wilson, as Lees is left behind again. So Lee's, who's been very good this season, probably not going to score today. He's going to be in 12th. Significantly
it's
ahead
5
of the
cars
other
that are just uncompetitive today. Lee's only because of probably just
I think Lee's is down to the driver more than anything else.
just not good. Terrible laps today. But
Lee has been very inexperienced. He's won a race and got a 3rd place this season, so
no, could be too mad about it.
No.
Anyway, so
Sarah now
is
using his boost.
Charlton going to be about a second off? Yeah, he is.
More than.
Yeah.
Sarah's running away now. He's using a lot of boost in clean air, which is probably the most effective place to use it.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, they'll still catch back up to him, though.
You say that.
There's quicker cars.
He's significantly ahead.
I would agree if he was on the strategy Beloff was on at the moment, it'd be really clear for him. But
yeah,
a 2-lap offset by the end might be enough because it's Star. The only problem for Giuseppe is now 7th, so it's got a bit of work.
Yeah, Giuseppe needs to start marching forward.
And the problem is, and the problem is you've got all these cars here like Chicotto who are. Oh, here goes Beloff using his boost, so he's going to be. Well, the good thing is he didn't pass Elg, because otherwise he would have just probably been DRS the next lap. But he probably
might pass Elg into 1.
Yeah, he might be quick enough anyway. Elg is the one who's gone earlier, along with Sarah Guerrero. Those are the 3 cars I think that did come in earlier than everyone else. And Lee's. No, Lee's did as well, yeah. But he's unimportant in this race. He's lapping about a second off at the moment from the car in front of him, which is Desiree Wilson, which I'm happy to say, because currently she's out of the points, but annoyingly she's still in a fight for it. Anyway.
Yeah, but if she's going to have to get
herself... Here goes Chicotto on boost to get ahead of both Beloff and, I suspect, Elg, and he might even go third. No, he doesn't. Cuts out.
Thing for Wilson is that she has to get herself further up this queue.
Here goes Junzi.
Stops or she's finished.
Which is not good timing for his teammate, because his teammate's about to get DRS up behind, but now he's going to be stuck up.
Not good timing by Junzi either.
No, because
tactics.
Because he's about to lose back again to both his team. Nope, stays out of his team.
Yeah, and he blocks Giuseppe.
But
Giuseppe now goes for it.
And now Giuseppe's on the boost.
And he needed to do that, really.
They're almost immediately closing in on Sarah. Yeah. The question
I think Charlton's going to start to hold up the guys behind now.
The question is, though, of course, with the undercut and everything, by the time they do get up behind, will it be bad news for the next stint, which will be the last of the race?
Yeah, I think Guerrero could be in a bit of trouble here when it comes to battling the final points, because he is on 2-lap older tyres than Wilson.
Yeah.
So it might be a bit of trouble for him.
Indeed. Where are the Aston Martins on the track?
They are going to get caught. They're 7 seconds off the pace.
Yeah. That's for sure. Yeah.
Elk then trying to hold back Beloff, but Beloff doesn't really want to pass until he gets DRS, and then I suspect he will be quick enough to be right up behind his teammate on lap 16.
Which I think...
Get into the lead.
Yeah, well, it'll be close to the pit stops, though, obviously.
Yeah, as Beloff goes into second then.
Yep. So Chicotto will follow.
Wilson passes.
So probably will follow as well. Yep. And he's the one who's got obviously the youngest tyres, hasn't he? Along with
There's gonna be another non-score, I think, for Roberto Guerrero.
Well, youngest tyres are Mansell, which is unimportant, obviously. Wilson and
and Adam, it's logged Ravage. Oh no, actually they might have been so far behind. I think Aston Martin.
Well, apparently that issue was fixed.
I thought that the Astons went longer, but it's possible they were so far behind that I made a mistake in my reading of the situation.
Indeed. Unfortunately, today, for Junzi, the pole positions just fell away from him, really, in terms of competitive prospects.
Yeah, but it always does that. I mean, in
races, he's a bit less... He's a bit inexperienced, isn't he, this season? It's just not working.
I think in both
Here goes
AIF
Guerrero.
start, the lead, we've
And
only
here
had
goes
about one person hold the pole position into the
I
end
know.
of the first lap.
I know, but
Yesterday,
yeah,
there
but
was
I
a
think
proper
most of the time
stop-and-go.
it does happen. There's more of a reason than that. Let's say.
Yeah, because it's now just a pack race because you
Yeah.
can't really pull out a gap. There's no dirty
Yeah,
air.
but there's no reason why you shouldn't be here. Is what I mean.
Beloff is about to make
There's
a
no
terrible
reason why you
mistake.
shouldn't be where Sarah is. Is what I mean.
He does. Beloff has made an
Here goes
error of
Elk.
judgment.
Oh well, only briefly went on. Yeah, that was dumb. I don't know why I did that because it's going to fall behind so many positions now. But it's good news.
I think Sarah's so slow now, and it's going to give Jusso pretty easy ride into the lead. But Sarah will, if Sarah can hold this until the end of the next lap, he will then pit again from the lead because Sarah,
yeah, well,
along
yeah,
with
but he was at the front of the
El-
pack anyway.
yeah,
The previous
along with
stint.
Elgin Guerrero will be in this lap.
Yeah, well,
And
yeah,
Lewis, of course.
yeah. I'm just saying though, they were at the front of the pack before the first stop, and they still got caught. So I don't think it will make.
So
much
Jusso goes
difference.
to the lead. Can he
Especially
pull out
with
a
this,
second?
Yeah, especially with this car going 2 laps longer at the moment. By the end of the race, that's going to be ridiculous for him, I suppose. It usually is around these kind of tracks, but Chicotto doing well himself. Here goes Beloff and Boost now, getting more to the point where previous had
Just blocked. It didn't work for Beloff. He was
I
blocked.
know, it was a waste of time because again, there's just 2 cars in the way. Wrong part of the circuit. I think the only place where there is 2 cars where as here goes Sarah on Boost again, which is just crazy.
I mean, Sarah might end up several seconds in front. I don't think he's going to catch Johnny Adam. Or he actually might catch Johnny Adam for DRS because Johnny Adam's horrifically slow. No, he's not quite close enough. But Sarah's going to pit this lap.
I don't really get
from
that,
the lead.
Yeah, I know. I don't really get that from Sarah though. That just made zero logical sense in terms of the way the boost works.
Beloff needed to get past Jusso there, and he doesn't make it. So, Elg, Sarah, and we're going to see Guerrero and
There are the Aston Martins are on the way as well.
Guerrero's pace wasn't bad. He might get back into it with the undercut, but then he'll probably fall away again. So,
yeah.
Johnny Adam cleared by Chicotto and Jusso. Beloff going to make it through.
The only thing
Charlton's
that will
pace.
the only thing that will be the case though is he won't have Elg and Guerrero with him, so he'll be on his own. Sarah.
No.
On the back straight.
Charlton's pace over this stint has been rather good compared to the previous stint. This is costing Beloff time, I think, the Aston Martins. He might not have DRS off
I think
the back
he
of
just
Chicotto.
no, I think he just lost time by doing what he did the previous lap. I think that just happened. But Chicotto's doing a good job today, so I don't really have any gripes with that.
Yeah, and he goes to lead.
Yeah, and is boosting,
Not
which
the
again
smartest
is
thing.
I know it's just ridiculous what's going on there. The people are using it at different intervals. It's just...
Yeah, it's going to be bad news for Beloff.
Oh, here goes Jusso as well. Yeah, because Beloff used it a couple laps before, but got blocked last lap, in fact. As Jusso just stupidly used his boost to go ahead and then lose. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. But anyway, terrible news for Beloff.
Beloff blocking Wilson, but
Good news for Chicotto though.
yeah.
But terrible.
So
for Beloff.
Sarah over a second ahead of Elg.
Now Junti
5
sort of
seconds
back in that group of the ones in the middle way in terms of stop lap. He's back in it really at the front end. Only Chicotto, the one in who's far ahead anyway. Where's Sarah? Sarah's coming down. He's behind Chicotto, but he's ahead of everyone else. But he's behind Chicotto, and he's used. He's used only a smidgen less boost, so I think we can conclusively say I don't think Sarah will win today. Although, obviously everyone else is going to join back in, so he'll be back in the group, but I don't think with the tyres he will have a chance at winning today, I don't think. Anyway. This is...
Chicotto then in a very good position.
Yep, at the moment. He is. It will close back up though, obviously.
Yeah, it's not worked out so well for Beloff. He's been passed by Ginty.
Yeah, he's under pressure from Nakajima, and that's just causing him to lose time up behind Ginty. And now
Nakajima goes ahead now.
Yeah.
You know, if Nakajima, he might not have DRS here to Ginty. I think he'll just about be okay. Sura as well, I think, will just be okay. Yeah, Beloff's fine. Sura's not fine, so Sura's been left behind as well.
Yeah. Now, where will just so come out?
Charlton.
He's halfway down the pit lane now. But Charlton is already nearly crossing the line. But where will just so be? He's coming out the pit lane. He's going to be probably about 4th or 5th. That's
Yeah,
good
he's
for
5th.
No, he's 4th.
I think it's a fair conclusion he's going to win this.
No, he's 4th. But he's done a good job today. Which is good news for his championship. Not good news for Stefan Beloff, who's falling down the order now because everyone else is getting on the boost. Elg, an example. And Shura did as well because he lost DRS but is now back here, so he must have. And that's bad because Shura's been struggling. And here is Wilson as well. Beloff just... He's going to use it. He's going to use it when he's stuck up behind 2 cars again, I bet you. 100%. They really need to stop.
But Guerrero and Lees are out of it then, so these will be our point finishers.
Yeah.
This
I mean,
top
just
10.
so's going to be behind those 2. Or one of them. Well, no. It'll be Chicotto within the lap, I would have thought. Maybe. Or within 2.
I wonder if they'll catch Mansell.
Actually, it'll be Charlton now. Oh, no, it'll be Chicotto again because they're just exchanging positions at the moment. Anyway, here's Gentil. Just passing. Yeah, didn't use boost or anything. He just passed. As they're all going to file past
Sarah.
Yeah.
Not looking good for Project 4. It was looking good for them a
oldest
while
ties,
ago.
Isn't it? Along with Elg and... yeah, just Elg, because we lost
Guerrero and Lees from the...
Yeah,
group.
and we almost lost Shura.
So it's come back to Giunti.
Yes, it has. It has.
And yeah, Beloff on the boost, but he can't go anywhere.
Yeah, but that's what I said. Like, he was going to use it at a stupid point. He got 1 position, which was Shura, which he should have passed anyway. Dumb. Really dumb. But now he's stuck up behind. He's just bulked up behind 2 cars.
Charlton's checking out.
Yeah, he is at the moment. But I think...
Just so will catch him.
And that's just so part... Well, ideally you want to be getting DRS behind Chicotto rather than passing him. I would have thought. Charlton's used a bit of boost more than everyone else as well, I think. Has he? Yes. Yes, just a smidgen more. But I would have thought with the amount of laps left, just so has got a pretty good chance of checking out at some point. As the race comes to a conclusion. And of course he hasn't won a race since the opening
since round 3.
Yeah, since the first. Yeah, since round 3 of the season
in Istanbul.
Yeah, you got first, second, and first in the first 3 rounds, didn't you?
Yeah, and just so gets past Charlton already, so there's not really much to fight for. I think he's going to be comfortably winning this race.
Yeah, unless he can't clear off as much as we expected.
Jeff Lees is set for a point down in 12th.
Here goes Chicotto and Gentil. Gentil's going to go probably maybe into... No, he'll get stuck up behind probably. Yeah.
Gentil's basically sat in
I don't
no man's
get
land
why some
pretty much
people...
the whole race.
Yeah. I don't get why some people go around the outside in that corner and then some don't. Because Jasso or Beloff, I think it was, did do that. No, it was Jasso, I think, did go around the outside when 2 cars were in front of him there before. But others don't, and Sarah is in real big trouble at the moment. Although it would be a bit better that he's behind someone at the moment. But he's back in front of Wilson.
Wilson could be on for a very good
Charlton's doing a
finish
good
here.
job, and Jasso's not clearing off, unless he gets on boost or something. So...
I think it's been very good for both Scribantes today.
More so for
Sierra's
Charlton.
just holding up Beloff.
Yeah. And Sarah's lucky that he's managed to pull out a reasonable sector there to stay in DRS.
I'm not sure. He has just about stayed.
Yeah,
as has Sierra,
last
so
sector
that's
he,
not what Beloff
yeah, last
wants to
sector he
see.
took off about a tenth, so yeah. Indeed. And here goes Jasso, but he used his boost when he got past, and 3 cars were in front of him. I don't know, it's just dumb.
I think Sierra's holding up Beloff here. I think Beloff could go quicker, but he can't get past. And he does get past here, but he's got to stay ahead. But they are all just
He
running
could
side by
boost,
side the whole lap.
But even when he does, he's got 3 cars in front of him. He needs to pass
so
a few
he's
more
got to
before-
clear Sarah.
Well, I would say at the moment he's got to...
Sierra.
Yeah, well, what I would say at the moment, he's got to get in front of Nakajima at least. And Sarah's got to fall behind. And then he can get onto the back of the top 5, I suppose, or 6.
As it stands, as Nakajima...
Jasso's times are not good at the moment. He's More than half a second.
Traffic, though.
Yeah, he's more than half a second behind, though. He shouldn't be struggling this much. He should be on the back of people. I know people were boosting all around him, but such as this man, Nakajima, which is not helpful to Belov in the slightest. Although it might be if he used his boost.
Sierra sends it down the inside.
Belov, if he was sensible right now, would use his boost, because he's got less cars in front of him now. One's gone, and he's out of DRS. Okay, he's okay.
He's not.
He's okay, but he should have just used boost. He would have been clearing into the top 6, probably. Anyway.
Personal best first sector by Bell. He loses DRS, so he's too tight on that line. And Sierra's going to pass him.
Yeah, this is bad news. I don't know why he didn't react. It's just
And
dumb.
as it stands, just so will lead the championship again.
I think he probably was going to anyway. He's not doing that well, though, at the moment, with the offset. The 1 lap offset and 2 lap offset to others. The ones in front of him only went 1 lap shorter. But so Charlton's cleared off again.
Modric Belov is about to become the 3rd person to be dropped from this group.
Possibly. It's that last part of the... Well, no, the first part of the last sector where you just lose a bit more time than you expect. If he had any sense at the moment, he would get on the boost button. He's not used.
I mean, Belov he's doing personal best sectors, but it's not enough unless he gets into DRS.
Yeah,
he's got a boost to do that.
Yeah, because he was more than like 2 seconds behind. It's just stupid. He needs to boost.
I thought he was on it for a second. He's not.
No, I don't think this is a part of a track where you usually do use it, so that's probably the issue. Anyway, just so about to unless Junti does get into DRS just about, he might... Nope, loses it. So, just so is now going to be on the back of Charlton.
Yeah, and that's it for Belov, I think. That's really it, unless he can catch his teammate, which he should, as Sarah's tires are very old. Sarah's using his boost.
Yeah, it's it for top 5, that's for sure. Because he's not using it. He should be using it by now, but he's not. Because he's not behind anyone. He's got no... The game just doesn't...
He's using it now.
Well, it's too late, though. He's only going to get... And he's going to get stuck up behind 2 cars here, I 100% think it. One's more further to the outside as well. Okay, no, he's lucky. He could thread through the eye of the needle and get both.
Someone who we haven't mentioned for a while, who is in 7th now, is Johnny Cicotto, who was very much a front runner earlier on.
Yeah. Crucial now for just so... I mean, he could get DRS on the last lap if, let's say, he was 2nd and Sarah passed him. But, the next lap, that is. But I think Sarah will be slow enough anyway, it won't matter. But he might get in front of Charlton, and that might just cost him as well.
Belov just breaks when he's got the track position. He loses out to Wilson on the outside.
Yeah, well...
Championship leader really strong. Just so goes to the lead.
Do you know what didn't help him there? He was boosting, and then he got stuck up behind Cicotto when he had already got 2 other people.
I think Sarah's about to lose DRS.
Yeah, that was terrible from just so as well. Just, I mean, well, not really, because he'll get it. Yeah, but again, it's the wrong laps. He needs to be quick enough at the moment. Which he should be, really.
Pretty wide.
But he's not. Yeah, that was silly. God, they've all... Some people have used extraordinary amount of boost.
Jet Li still with the fastest lap.
Yeah.
Which will get him a point. He might catch Guerrero as well.
Yeah, indeed. And the mortal enemy for Belov in this race is, again, Mark Schurer. Elga's sort of coming into his own now, but is losing ground on Junti. So
yeah, Elga's too slow. Wilson's going to get onto the podium, I think.
That's horrendous as a thought, but it is what it is. I wonder if there's a situation where just so keeps passing Charlton that by the next lap, well, yes, next lap.
I think he's close. I think he's too far.
No, but what I mean is he'll get
wide.
Passed by Charlton again, but then won't pull out a second when he passes Charlton in the next lap. But he might be okay this time. He might not.
I think he'll be fine. He's got the tyres. He's got the time.
Well, if he gets past it,
joins him.
Yeah, he'll get us more than a second, I would have thought. Because, I mean, even Junti's struggling to stay up behind him.
Junti's going to get 2nd place in his best career result.
Yeah. And now Shearer's falling a bit back. But he's still going to be on DRS. He's still going to get...
Shearer's been pretty terrible today.
And Lees and Guerrero are joined together. but that's only because of course. Well, no, to be fair, it's not because of it. Well, I think it's only because Lee's has used his
Giunti
boost
goes
and
to
Guerrero
lead.
hasn't. Yeah. Yeah. So unless just so
Guerrero's
reacts, although he might be
if
quick enough.
if Guerrero's smart to
reacting.
use all his boost this lap and get the fastest lap and take a point,
Do you know
Lees
what?
currently has that.
Do you know what here? If Jasso does pass, I wonder if he can get a second. He might just be okay.
Yeah, I think he will.
Yeah,
I think he'll be fine.
yeah, he's got enough that he could. Yeah, fair enough.
Cicotto might be about to get himself onto the podium for the 4th time this season in 3rd place.
I wouldn't mind that. At least it's not Desiree Wilson.
Wilson's not looking threatening on the Venezuelan.
No.
Oh, she is now. It's just I said that she's not a threat. She looks around the outside.
Yeah, it's sort of swinging back to Jasso this season.
Oh, Techno, yeah, it's Jasso and Giunti 1-2. The battle is for 3rd.
Yeah, I'm just saying for the championship is what I mean, because Sarah and Beloff are down in 8th and 9th, but that's no good to either of them, really. You would say, oh, Beloff beating Sarah, that's good for him, because they're both championship contenders, but it isn't.
It's going to be very tight for 3rd.
And actually, he's not. He's got stuck up behind the car, and Sarah's got 7th. Good news for him, as Jasso will cross the line and win for the 3rd time this season. Giunti 2nd, 3rd Wilson, 4th Chicotto, 5th Chance, 6th Nakajima. Sarah with a great 7th there. He just got DRS and was lucky. Shura 8th, 9th Elg, 10th Beloff. That was just poor. He got DRS but got stuck up behind another car, battling another one. 11th Guerrero, 12th Lees, and now we wait for terrible cars to cross the line. Giacomelli, Mansell, Adam and Ravenstedt.
And on the final lap, nabbing the fastest lap was Jasso.
Yeah, which caps off, well, apart from pole position, caps off a good weekend. But his team
Very, very good day. And significant swing in the championship. Elg in the end coming behind Mark Sura.
Yeah.
Even though Sura was significantly worse.
I don't know what really happened there. I think there was just 4 cars in their own sort of bubble, nearly just about got onto the back of Nakajima for DRS, I think. And then they all just got bulked up, I think. I don't know if it was probably Elg at the front of it, and he probably just lost positions, apart from Tabelov, who just got bulked up behind Shura, I think, and lost the place to Elg as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty poor run recently for Chico Serra, I have to say.
Yeah, and 7th doesn't really do a lot for him, really, because he doesn't get much more points than his teammate, who he is obviously trying to beat for the championship, but it still means he's about nearly 10 points behind him, is what I mean. But the championship,
yeah,
we should probably go through now.
Yeah, we will go through the championship, and it is a huge swing because John Pierre Jassau's victory, his 3rd of the season, which I think ties him with Beloff for the most. It does indeed. And the fastest lap puts him onto 149 points, with Stefan Beloff on only 133 after scoring a single point. So it's a gap of 16 points. Serra is 9 further back, 25 off the lead on 124. Ignacio Giunti, the pole sitter, with his career best result of 2nd. I beg your pardon. Onto 104. So actually, keeps himself in championship contention with 52 points on the table. 5th and 6th in the points with a fantastic race in Monza, but an even better one today, I guess. Well, not better today, but it moves them further up the table. Edge Elg, 79 points is 5th, and 6th is Mark Sura on 68 points. 2 further back on 66 is Roberto Guerrero, then Satoru Nakajima on 64, 2 further back, and Johnny Cicotto on 64. Nakajima ahead by virtue of 2 second places. Bruno Giacomelli, after his 3rd 13th place finish in a row on 53 points, is someone who could pull out the fantastic result towards the end of the season, but he's on 53 points at the moment, one ahead of Jeff Lees on 52. Dave Charlton moves on to 44, ahead of Nigel Mansell, who's on 37. Desiree Wilson nearly doubles her points tally with 15 today. She's on to 33. Then it's Martin Ravenstedt on 23, Johnny Addo on 18, and Raul Boisel on 11.
Yes.
And in the team's championship, it's very closed up at the top. 7 points today for Project 4. They only go on to 257. And Techno, with the maximum of 44, on to 252. Mara Motorsport over 100 behind, but a comfortable third on 147. Johnny Chicotto's lone effort puts Fairfade onto 130. Supernova onto loser place there on 127 in fifth. Sixth is March, no points in the last three races on 90 points. Scribante with their best result of the season on 77 points. Seems to go well in hot temperatures. All of their results have come in Yasmarina, Sakir, and here pretty much. They haven't got any points anywhere else really. And last, but with their best season to date, Aston Martin on 41 points, now looking like they are set for last. They were briefly in contention with Scribante, but they are too far back now.
Indeed. But it sets up what can be Jusso's possible crowning moment next time out in Singapore, although he has to score 11 more points than Beloff, I think, because they've got the same amount of wins, haven't they? I think Jusso has got.
If he wins,
I think Jusso's got.
second,
Yeah, Jusso's got one more second, hasn't he? But
so if he wins with Beloff second next weekend, sorry, if he wins with Beloff third next weekend, he wins the title.
Yeah. Okay, so it's more 10 points then. Yeah, 10 points that he just needs to outscore him by.
Yep.
Because
I think so.
Because
yes, it has to be.
Because I don't. Yeah, because I think if Beloff even won,
but if he only gets but if he finishes fifth.
Well, no, because if Beloff
out, if he finishes fifth with Beloff out the points, the gap would go up to. Sorry, he finishes. It's 10 points. If he finishes fifth with Beloff out the points, and then Beloff wins with the fastest lap in Spa with Jusso out the points, Beloff would be champion. So it very much depends. If Jusso wins, he only needs to outscore Beloff by 10 points, but otherwise he needs to outscore him by 11.
Well, if he outscored him by 10, he would have, 26-point lead, and Beloff could only equal Jusso on wins, couldn't he? The next week,
but only if he outscored him.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is he would only be able to equal his wins to 4, and then he has one less second place. And yeah,
but Jussoni has 3 wins at the moment. So if he
but what I'm saying is if he won,
points,
I'm just saying,
yeah. So interesting permutations that we will have to work out more thoroughly within the next week.
Yeah.
So we can be more accurate.
Yeah, indeed, but it is a chance for him to clinch the championship, which we haven't really I don't think we expected this season, because I think most of us thought it was probably going to go to the final round. It probably still will, but you know what Singapore is like, so. But we'll have to see in Star with this new wheel-to-wheel thing. The AIC race yesterday was all split up, but that was mainly because only 3 proper managers, or 4, were in the actual game. But anyway, we will see you next weekend for the ever coveted round at Marina Bay for the Star Championship. It's one of the favourites. But until then, it is.